Hey friends, I love making these Let's Chat videos and coming on here looking like anything. But that's the process, you know? I am about to go run some errands. I need to go to the bank because when I'm on my shit, like when I'm doing what I need to financially, I pay for my food in cash so that way, like, I know I have a set amount each paycheck and can buy groceries. I tend to buy very cheap groceries, but I can buy groceries with it. If I decide that I want to eat out, that's fine, but how much cash do I have? And the reason being, DoorDash is crazy. DoorDash is crazy. And even though with one of my credit cards, I actually have, I guess you could say free Dash Pass, but even so, like, I like to tip generously, but like I have a car that I barely use. I can just go pick it up. So I'm gonna do my eyebrows. Actually, I'm not gonna put on makeup right now because later on this afternoon, I'm going on a double date with my man and my sister and her man, her husband. So I do want to get my little errands out the way, but because I'm gonna be masked up, it doesn't make sense to put makeup on, put a mask on, and then go out after, you know what I mean? In addition to going to the bank, I'll go to the beauty supply store next door and get a doobie wrap because I'm gonna try flat ironing my hair again. I flat ironed it for Christmas and I loved it. It came out amazing. I thought about making a video, but not everything needs to be a video. This, however, is very important, and so it should be. So even though usually my Let's Chats are makeup, for the aforementioned reasons, this will not be. We can do my hair together. So we're gonna do that right now because my hair can be styled. I've mentioned this before, I believe, that I'm the kind of person where I'm not whole, I'm not complete, I'm not happy with myself. What does this mean? When I was a kid, I used to, whenever my palms itch, I always would ask my dad what it means. And because of that, I think I've never committed it to memory what side is what. I don't feel myself unless my hair is styled in some kind of way. Whether that's some internalized ism or just a personality trait. My boyfriend made fun of me today because I woke up and was like, I need to take a shower. And he was like, what is your problem that, like, you don't like smelling like a human being? Like, unless you smell like perfume, you think something's wrong. And I don't really think that's a bad thing. As far as the specs on my hair, this is a 7-day-old wash and go. It is Saturday today and I washed my hair on Sunday. I started thinking about other things. I washed my hair on Sunday, and to be honest, not bad. I wouldn't wear my hair down like this personally, but it doesn't look bad oh no, it does. It needs to be washed, let's say that, without airing out all my business. It needs to be washed. So it is time to put this shit up. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy 2024. I made my YouTube channel in 2019. So, hey hey. So it's been quite a while. And as I said in, I think, my first ever YouTube video, I like New Year's resolutions, but at the same time, for one, to me, my birthday is more significant than New Year's. But also, you can change at any moment. And so the idea of like waiting for, you know, time to pass, I'm not a huge fan of that. So anyways, Happy New Year. I spent the first 2 weeks of the year traveling for my job. And I love being at home. I really do. I'm blessed to have a job where I get to travel and especially go to new places. I was in Nashville the first week of the year, and then I had to go into the office and then go to a retreat this past week. But I got to go to Nashville, which was really cool because I've never been there before. Very cool. I got to see one of my friends from there, and I guess that's something to talk about with the passage of time. Boy, I have really been trying to, in the past like year or so, to keep up with my friends better, because all of my friends live in different places because I have lived in different places. And so getting to see this friend, she was the first friend that I made when I moved to North Carolina and lives in Nashville now. Hey, Jasmine. And just getting to be close with people for years, you know, and growing up together has truly been such a gift. I made a video before about how I used to slick my hair down, and at the time I didn't do sections, but I've seen the light. I have way too much hair on my head to not do sections if I want it to come out a particular way, which, as I mentioned, I'm going out later, so I do want it to come out a particular way. One thing I've stopped doing though is that I use boar bristle brushes. This one is just really hard. It's like a military type one, I think. But I do use boar bristle brushes now instead of the Denman, because if I do the Denman and just brush my hair, I kind of get a knot, whereas this is really just affecting the surface of my hair. But yeah, I've been very blessed to know amazing people and have really been thinking about what is the criteria for people to be close to me. So so got to see my friend. That was really cool. But I'm very happy to be home. I think I've mentioned this before, but my hair, although there's a lot of it, it's extremely fine. And so for me to do a style like this, like slicking my hair down, the hardest part is like just doing it in sections, but my hair kind of takes whatever shape I put it into pretty easily because it's fine. Now, even though I do think you can start over whenever you want to, the New Year doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be your starting point. I still do have some goals for this year that I'll share to hold me accountable. So as I mentioned with traveling to Nashville, I got to see my old friend. I want to see my friends more because a lot of them are spread out. And luckily, like because I live close enough to New York, people do tend to come this way often. So usually like when people come, especially my West Coast friends, if my friends are on the East Coast, I'll go see them. Like last year, one of my friends, again from Asheville, was up in Boston doing a residency. And I was like, I'm there. I don't care that it's a 4-hour drive. I'll come. Or my friend that came to visit from LA. I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I'll drive to Brooklyn. I don't care. So I want to see my friends more. I really, kind of like what I started with, I really do want to get a hold on my finances, because just like I mentioned, I'm going to the bank. I just got paid yesterday. I had to drop hundreds of dollars on credit card payments this month, and I hate that. I think not enough people talk about the financial strain of switching jobs. Like, for me, starting the job that I have now, which I've been at for a year already next month, but dog, like, I'm still dealing with the financial repercussions of switching roles. Now granted, that was my own doing because I quit and didn't have a job lined up yet, but you know, it's a lot. It's a lot. So I just want to get my finances on track, because there are things that I want to accomplish in the next couple of years that involve money, you know, as everything does. But realizing that the thing holding me back is like, I can't afford it, or I want to wait to do things until I can afford them. I don't want to take on additional debt. You know, I think that's pretty responsible. That is a goal of mine, is to get my finances on track. And then, most importantly, right, the reason why people watch me, I don't know if this is the reason why people watch me, is my hair. I think the people that don't know me watch my videos because of my hair. But just want to say shout out to the people that know me in real life, and maybe we're not like the best of friends, but y'all are faithful subscribers, because more and more I'm hearing from those people, or hearing about those people, which is even better. You know, shout out to you. When it comes to my hair, I want to grow my hair out. I want to see how long it gets. I started growing my hair, and I do think that it's kind of funny, like how people with natural hair have this kind of, not obsession, but just this dedication to like timelines, right? Like, oh, I've been growing my hair out for X amount of years and whatever. But I started growing my hair out at the beginning of 2020 and grew it out for maybe 2 years until I had my bob. Loved that. But it was too much maintenance. My hair grows too fast to have a blunt haircut. So I've been letting it grow, and I do really like the shape that it's in. Howsomever, I have been kind of keeping my hair a particular length. And I want to see how long it gets. I do. So I'm not gonna do anything special to it to grow it, because my hair, I've said this so many times, my hair growth secret is to not cut my hair. So right now, if I straighten it, it hovers around like armpit length, but it's very layered, which for me is kind of hard to gauge, like, so how long is my hair really? But it's about armpit length, and it's maybe like grazing my shoulders when it's curly, but I want my hair to be like substantially long when it's curly. So we're gonna try to do that. As you'll see, when I have a slick style like this, whether my hair is straight or curly, I use hairspray. And I mentioned that in my affordable hair products video, but these are a little, ooh. Let me calm this down just a little bit, because it looks like I have fucking Sharpie on my hairline. Okay. Yeah, so I want to grow my hair out this year, see my friends, get my finances on track. It is the second week of January and I've already read 3 books, which is one of the beautiful things about traveling for work, is that because I am something of a homebody and I like to be in my own element, I try to treat traveling for work like vacation, like I'm in a hotel, I get to eat out. So, you know, instead of at home where I'll just like lay on my phone until I'm ready to go to bed, I, you know, try to build breaks into my day and read and that kind of thing. So I want to read more. I've been committed to yoga for about a year or so now, like last spring, so approaching a year. And I want to continue working on that. I'm going to my first in-person yoga class in a couple of weeks, which is really exciting. Because one of the beautiful things about yoga is that you can do it anywhere. Even with when I travel for work, you know, so long as I have an extra towel, I'll do yoga in my hotel room. You know, you can just come as you are. My mat is from 5 Below. I don't have any type of fancy clothes or anything like that, but I do think that this year I might see about, like, you know, just making it more of something formal in my life, you know, and especially now that I've gotten to the point where I don't just do it when I'm achy, but it really has become a physical and spiritual practice for me, and I'm very grateful for that. I want to write more this coming year, which is a little nerve-wracking to share, but it's true. You know, I have a lot to say, and I think it's so much easier to speak it than to write it down and make it permanent. But we gonna try. Let me know if you feel so inclined as to comment. Let me know if you have anything that you're hoping for in 2024. It doesn't have to be a New Year's resolution. I'm not gonna come kick your ass if you don't do it by December or whatever timeline that you set for yourself, but just let me know. And it's gonna be a great year. Bye, y'all.